Alright, so Thunderclapper shed, here we are. Ashton.
What's up?
Say hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum.
Yep, he's our helper today. He'll be helping us do this. This is the concept of what we'll be doing today. Turbo in the boot. Because turbo. I don't think I really need to explain it, but we're gonna do it. Do some chopping up, do some welding. I bought a new welder, so I'm a bit of a fabricationist now. I've done one weld. I think I'm professional now, so I'm confident. So, alright, turbo. It's gonna be around here. We've got oil reservoir because I'm not running oil lines all the way to the engine. I'm gonna do a separate system. Here's the oil pump. It's just like a gear pump. It might work. I don't know. That wasn't actually that cheap. That was kind of expensive. So hopefully that's good, but you probably should have something good anyway. Either way, that's gonna be there, somewhere there. We're gonna have the turbo drain oil back into it, so that needs to be above that. But that doesn't matter as long as it gets feed from the bottom, and hopefully we can just keep it going. But that's later. We're gonna start by chopping off the muffler under here, and just basically I need to do a Y. I'll pull it out and show, but the Y to connect them because it's a dual exhaust, and then chop a big old hole here, shoot the exhaust into here, connect it to the turbo. I've got a flange for it. It's gonna be good. I've been planning this for a while, just hadn't had them, I don't know, time, and the car hasn't been in a state of doing that. I had other things to do, like the gearbox and stuff, but so yep, I'm gonna go from there.
No, we're not, because we're just yapping, and that's fine, mate.
That's fine.
It's good to catch up.
Alright, here's our exhaust. We've got more at the back, but here's my little Y pipe. That should hopefully be the right size. And then it also comes to, I've got this flange, which I could use, because it'll connect up to this flange, so I could use that, and it's also got a bit of an angle to it, which would help to put it into the boot. So I'll chop it like there or something, and then we've also got another angle here to help with putting it, like turning it into the boot. So we will assess the exhaust and on the car and start to some cutting. Okay, so exhaust here, dual. Here's the boot. So I'm thinking of cutting it probably closer to back here. Putting that Y in because it's kind of long, and then have the flange about there. It'll be on an angle, should kick it out a little bit there and see how much angle we've got, and then cut a big old hole in there. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have blinded you.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, and go from there. So I guess we'll start by chopping this off, but we've got to get a sound clip before that first. I'm starting that with the exhaust. Without it, and then with the turbo. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Alright, this is the sound test with the muffler. Disconnected the battery. Let's retry that. Take 2. Okay. Muffler delete time. That works. Whoa. Alright, no muffler. Let's try this. Alright, the muffler definitely does something. I was just saying, they don't really do much, but alright, yeah, it definitely does stuff. Sounds like a tractor.
That is offensive.
Alright. Alright, on to the next. Let's chop this up. So, I've cut the original pipe, and I have jammed this little Y pipe we got into it, and I'd say that's a pretty down good location right there. They're all belted up tight, so that should be the spot that they'll stay. But yeah, it's nice and still tucked up, surprisingly. I left that bracket so I could bolt that and zip tie it up. That's good. And yeah, and then so I'm going to tack it while it's all bolted up in the spot that it needs to be, and then I'll take it off and fully weld it, because there's definitely going to be some big old gaps on the other side, but that's alright. Bit of cutting and tapping will shut it up. So let's pull out my fresh new welder. Look at this. I've really gone all out on this. So I want to start doing some welding. So we got a Uni-MIG 135. This thing's fancy. This is the fanciest shit I've ever bought. And it's quite small. Look at that. Man, I'm breaking it already. But yes, MIG, stick, TIG. Not bad for a very small machine. I've already used it a little bit, and it goes alright. But I got this whole pack that comes with gloves and a decent helmet, auto helmet, so I will be using them for sure. So yeah, let's get that going. Oh, I need to set up the gas as well. So I need to actually, while I'm here, swap that, because that's on the positive at the moment. That should be the negative now. And then I'll stick the torch. No, I won't. I don't know, that should be set up for gas now, because that was gasless before, because it would have been flux core, whatever you want to call it. Once I plug it in, it's got a bunch of like little settings I can use, change for the material size and the wire size. It's all fancy. It's all fancy now. So it'll do so much better than the little old China MIG that we had. We still have, but the old Mishto. I have a feeling like these just like, even though it's got like the dials, I feel like they're just not, doesn't have that much adjustment as it says. So I'm gonna plug the gas out of this thing, stick it into that. Hopefully it's still got some. It's been a while.
It's on.
Alright, I'm about to do a couple tacks. Hopefully it comes out alright. Just tacks will be right. Yeah, alright. Look away, Ashton.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see anything. What? Oh, hi. I forgot to put my ground on. Rookie mistake. I don't think my helmet did anything. Whoa! That's pretty crazy looking. I'm not sure if it's doing it. I mean, it is doing things. I feel like that's not right though. That is a tap. It's really blue, which I've never really seen it do that. There we go. Alright, that should be good enough. Cool. It's definitely not right, but it is working. Alright, I've got it out. I've got a couple tacks on. I definitely need to turn up the welder, because they're not much of a penetration, but hey, it's working. So we're just going to start doing a couple more tacks. No, we'll just go. We've got a lot to fill in there. There's some big gaps, but anyway, that gas line just straight blew off, Jen. So that was scary. But anyway, onward then. Right, kebab break. But look at these dimes. Sheesh. That's like my first one like so far on this little thing, and I am very happy with my purchase so far. Like, I ain't no welder, but that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Like, definitely gonna have to do some filling in there, but damn, I'm happy with that. Alright, the first piece welded up. Started off alright. A bit rough on this side, but that's alright. We're having problems with the gas and the settings, so it's alright. Bit goobery there, but that's alright. Let's stick this on the car, and then we'll stick this. We'll see where this fits up to this flange, and see where it'll put us at the to the floor, and then maybe we'll start cutting into the floor. Yep, let's go from there. Okay. Alright, we've got this little bit welded on. The other bits are bolted on already. the dull bit, so gone to a Y, got this little flanged bit there, and then wanted to see how this would line up, this little 45, and I think that'll basically put us right into the boot. So it's time to cut the boot up. Just got to find out where. Just trying to see how this lines up, and I reckon around about here. Let's cut a nice long bit out, so it'll be something like that. I don't know, maybe that's too far in. I guess I can chop it down, but maybe that one would be better. I don't know. I'm gonna mess with it first. Get back to you. Right, let's just give this a quick little. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't need that anymore. Yeah. Let's grab the pipe. Short side. Bam. Okay, maybe I cut a little too much, but hey, the pipe fits first try. Pipe through the hole. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Definitely need the angle a bit harsher, but look, we're on the right track. We are very much on the right track. There's almost a pipe going into the car. Right, let's keep going. I am going to cut that bit straighter and maybe on a bit of an angle. Try to do an angle so that it kicks up more. This bit kicks up more. So yeah, let's try that. Alright, so this one is done. Oh, I'm really happy. Look at that. That's how I started. Oh, I'm really happy with that one there. And then there was this massive gap here. I had to fill in, so it got a bit wacky. That's alright. And then this was a massive gap, but like, not bad. I had to fill in a bit of a cut. I went off with the angle grinder there. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with like that was, whew. So that's pretty good penetration as well. I don't know, looks like it. I assume it is. Not bad. Very happy. We have an exhaust going into the boot. Nice. Okay. Now we have coming up to the, oh, getting close. We're getting really close. This will be the flange for the turbo. That'll bolt the T3 flange on the turbo. Like yay. So we need to weld this to that. Not sure how it's going to go with, you know, thick metal to thin exhaust, but we'll see. But anyway, that's where I'm just mocking up where the turbo will go. Okay, so I'm thinking something like that, but I'm definitely going to want to go further back, otherwise the intake will be too close to the wall, so maybe more like there. So kind of close to where that current weld is. So out there. I reckon that'll do. And there. Just a bit above that weld. We're very much just winging it. But I'm saying I say about there. So let's just give it a mark. Good enough. And just start cutting it. See if I can cut it without unbolting it. Pretty darn good cut right there. That seemed pretty flat to me. Alright, let's grab our flange I've lost the flange. Where did I put the flange? Up there. Oh my goodness. How much better can you get than that? Hot damn. Alright. Now, will that be good there? See, I need to think about where the intake will come from, so right where my thumb is, and also how it's going to dump out, and that seems easy enough. I reckon I'm just going to go back and up through the boot, because that'd be funny. And then charge pipe, I can clock that a different way, but they could just go straight down if I wanted it to. But I feel like it'd be better to maybe do like a 90 and just come back that way. By the way, I think I'm pretty happy with it being that way. That's a good shape. I think that's just how you do it. Unless I have it a little on the pierce. No, because then it'll make the dump be annoying. Yeah, I think I'll just do it straight. I like that. Let's clean up this edge and throw some tacks on it, I guess. Jeez, that scared me. I haven't got a clue if that's actually doing anything. I don't know if that's hot enough. It's really thick stuff, so am I even hitting it? That seems pretty on there. Alright, let's take it off and see how much it penetrated. Totally missed there. Got one there. That one looks alright. Not really much of a penetration, but hey, kind of missed there. I think I got a little bit there. Yeah, okay, so it's held on my 2 tacks right now, so let's put a couple more on there, shall we? See how this goes out. Alright, a couple more tacks. Holding it on a little bit. That should hold the turbo up. Just make sure everything fits. Curious about how much that's actually like going into the thick metal. So it's like you're working with really thin stuff and then really thick stuff. So it's like, how do you gauge like how you're supposed to know how much it's getting in there? I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Let's do it. Bolt it up there and then stick it on. Stick the turbo on. Finally get to see it. If that ain't a turbo in the boot, I don't know what is. Gotta put a couple more bolts in there, but hey, she is like all connected. That is a turbo in the boot. That is boot turbo. Oh my goodness. The dream is coming alive. That is a turbo in the boot. I'll put a turbo in the boot. It's happening. This is the thing that's making it happen. And myself, but hey, that's a turbo in the boot. Hell yeah. That's alright, let's chuck a couple of Kubas onto this bad boy. Let's see how well. Ooh, that's a nice gap. That'll be interesting. Alright, let's go. Okay. That's very much welded. Probably could have turned the heat up, but I feel like I was just blowing through it. I don't know. That was alright there. It's a bit weird trying to get into this gap here, but you know, it's sealed. It's sealed. There's a big gap, especially like right there. So, was it there? No, there. Oh, I see a hole. All right, let me patch that. All right, turbo is half bolted on. I don't know where the gasket is for it, so it's probably going to leak a lot. Also, turbo change. We've got the Kinagaba on. It's a bit small of a rear housing, so it'll probably be better for it anyway. And I've got fittings for oil stuff, so hopefully this will work a bit better. And it's already got 3-inch V-band stuff already hanging out, so that can just and go up through the boot. So I think it's time to start it and see what it sounds like. I am going to stick some WD-40 down the oil hole so that it's not just dry, because I can't be bothered setting it up, setting the pressure, the actual oil feed up yet. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. That's it. I just want to hear it. Everything's welded up. Well, I don't know what you call it. Is it a down tube? It's not a dump. And it's not a manifold. That's usually what goes to the turbo. So what do you call it? Anyway, turbo feed, basically, for exhaust, is done up. Just need a gasket and do more bolts. But anyway, let's get some WD-40, stick it down its gut, and start it and see what it sounds like. Sound test number 3. Get in the hole. Let's see how this. Oh, hold on. We'll check the battery. A little more WD-40. It's gonna sting when it burns it all, but all right. Let's hear how this goes. It's certainly not as raspy anymore, which is so good, because that is the problem with BMWs. But there you go. I probably should have like vacuumed this out, because I wonder how much actually went in that intake. Because, anyways, there you go. That's sick. I have a turbo on the thing. It's all I could hear was vacuum leaks. Not vacuum, exhaust leak, but still, that is a turbo attached in the boot. I have a turbo in the boot. So, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do next. I do know what to do next. I also need more exhaust. I'm waiting on some 3-inch exhaust, a 180 and a 45 to come up. But people are slacking. So, yeah. I might place some oil stuff, see if I can see how hard that's going to be. Alright, I've got a couple of bits and pieces here. Okay, that's going to be the feed for sure. That'll work nicely. I'll just have to get, I guess, the right size bolt for that to go into the bottom of that, or an adapter to go into just a barbed fitting. And then looks like we've got 2 drains here. One's a bit of a flexible one, which would be nice, although okay, yeah, so we've got 2 drain tubes. Could probably use that one. It's really low though. That's inconvenient. I do need to bring this up a bit because it's sagging, like to make a mount for it. Maybe I can even use that. It's already got a bolt for it. How good. Anyway, this is all a mess, but I've got a bit of a game plan. So this part goes onto the turbo to feed the turbo. I have a banjo here that goes into that one. So this is the same thread to go into that. So I'm going to need to get the same thread to this, but I want this fitting to be a barb, so it can then come out of this thing the pump, which has barb fittings, so it'll just be barb to barb, and then on the other side, of course, to feed it barb to the other side of that. And then to drain, I'm just going to lop the flex off, possibly further up, and just go like a rubber hose, clamp onto that to the barb here. So I need some hose, I need a different fitting, and some clamps. That's about it. That's kind of the game plan for the oiling system. Anyway, that's about all we're doing today. Oh, this has been a continuation from last week, but we have a turbo in the boot, so I'm pretty happy about that. Doesn't seem like much, but considering I just bought that Welding and I just taught myself how to do all that, I'm pretty happy with that. Don't mind the big ass hole that's there, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Don't worry about it. Alright, see you next time. Bye.